Ladies and gentlemen, we back with another episode of Shootaround Sessions podcast with me, your host, Tawasi C, and my man,
Randy B. You know how we do it.
You know how we doing it, and we finally made it. We finally made it to the NBA playoffs. We are here, and everything is slate. This is like the best time of the year, in my opinion. The playoffs, most exciting, the best basketball you're going to get. How are you feeling, my brother, about the playoffs now underway?
You can, like you said, the best basketball you could get. You can see it. These last 2 nights of basketball has been competitive. People are like, teams are fighting. You see the difference in quality of basketball when you're playing for your life as opposed to, I will get them back the next time. There's been some good ball these last 2 games, these last 2 nights, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing.
Nah, it's dope. It's dope. So let's talk about the play-in so far. We got to start with the debacle, one of the best games of the season, most would say, the Charlotte Hornets versus the Miami Heat, which Miami went down in that one. You saw it. I saw it. How you feeling about that game, brother?
Case in point, that was an excellent game. Went into overtime. Now, before I go any further, I got beef with Amazon because my Amazon feed cut in the fourth quarter and I missed the entire end of the game. Straight up.
Oh man.
It's not until I woke up in the middle of the night and realized they went to overtime and they won by the skin of their teeth. So I got beef with Amazon. I want like $5 back on my Prime membership because y'all made me miss. And I heard it happen to a lot of people as well.
Yeah, a lot of people.
From what I did see, it was a great game, back and forth. There was a lot of crap going on. There's a lot of stuff that we will get into.
Yeah.
But again, you can see when your team's life is on the line, the quality of play is so much better. It's like I was having fun watching that game.
Now, let me ask you this question. We got to talk about the elephant in the room. We got to talk about LaMelo Ball and the dirty play he did. How did you feel when you saw it go down, and what were you thinking?
So there's 2 sides to it, right? Yes. From just straight looking at what happened, it was a dirty play. He went down. Bam was right there. He grabbed the ankle and dropped him. Mm-hmm. The other side of it is, and anyone that wants to argue the point, it looks like he fell, and when you know you fall and you start flailing your arms all over the place, and he end up having to hook Bam's ankle and pull him down. It sucks that took him complete. That was the end of Bam. That was the end of his season.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are both sides, and it all depends on which eye you're looking at it. You can look at it from, he was dirty. Or you got sides where he's like, natural falling stance, your hands is all over the place, and X, Y, and Z. But it got them to win.
I mean, it took Bam out the game. I didn't like that because I do feel like if Bam was in the game, it would have been a different game because him and Miles Bridges, they was having a little feud and they was going at it, but I still think Bam was going to edge him out. But as far as the play, he took him down. It looked dirty as hell, bro. I can't even lie to you. It looked so dirty because he did it in the regular
from the left
season.
eye.
Yeah, from the left eye. It looked crazy to me. And I got to say, like, I did not like it. And I think just because I'm not a LaMelo Ball fan. The guy's play style to me is just despicable. I know a lot of young guys like him. I know a lot of kids like him. He played like a 2K player. Like, it's time he'll pass up a layup, and he does some bad shots. And I just feel like the ball went his way that night. I don't want him to get suspended, but I do want some retribution in the next game, and I want them to lay him down and let him know, hey, this is a man's league. And I don't know if they'll do that, but, hey, we're going to see in the next one. But whoever wins that series is playing to lose, honestly. You're playing to lose.
So here's my point and my take, and I could be completely wrong. Well, he did get fined $35,000 for it, which is a drop in the bucket. It's a drop in the bucket to his salary, to whatever his salary and or whatever he stands at. Chump change. I wanted Charlotte to win because I feel like Charlotte was the better team. I want Charlotte to win tomorrow night against Orlando, which I think they can. Because
they'll.
Yeah, Orlando is just not ready.
Nah.
I think Charlotte will be a good test for Detroit.
Okay.
Two young teams, and I saw these stats a couple days ago. Since January 1st, the Charlotte Hornets #1 in offense,
Yeah.
#1 in you think I think what number 5 in defense.
Red
It'll
hot.
be a nice test. It's red hot. So I'm all for any team that'll give Detroit problems progressing in this playoffs. All right. Do I think they can win? Of course, Detroit is going to get past it. But
Yeah.
I think it might be a fight.
Okay.
I think
Rough
it
'em
might
up
be a
little
fight.
bit. Rough 'em up
Rough
a
them
little
up a
bit.
bit. So I'm just for competition purposes, I'm pushing for Charlotte to win tomorrow night. I want to see that. I want to see that. And plus, again, they had beef. They had beef during the season, so you know,
You gotta see what it is. A good
beef during the
proper
playoffs
matchup.
is a great time. Yeah, yeah.
Proper matchup, proper entertainment for us. But let's talk about the other playing game. The other playing game of the week, I feel like. Steph Curry lighting up the LA Clippers last night in the second half, getting his team to another game. How are we feeling about the Golden State Warriors right now, and are they a legit dangerous team, you feel like?
Well, if they if they win tomorrow night, they're going against OKC, and are they a legit threat? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a great story. Absolutely not. Can we just say that the LA Clippers are just cursed for life? They're just cursed for life.
Cursed,
Cursed for
something
life.
it is.
I'm scared because you can technically say that about, well, no, because the Clippers never been there, but you can technically say about the Knicks how every year we push them, we push them, we push them. You think you always make it to the promised land, and then you get pushed out. But the Clippers, they're on some next level. Just this is a
Curse.
franchise that will never ever get anywhere out of anywhere. So it sucks for them.
Yeah.
Golden State again, veterans. That's your veterans going against your young horses. I'm sorry. Even if, and I'm pretty sure they will make it out, make it out tomorrow night and make it to the playoffs. Yeah, the buck stops in OKC.
Nah,
The
I
buck
agree
stops
with you.
right there.
I agree with the Bucks stopping at OKC, but to me, it's still good to see Steph Curry cooking
Yes.
at this point in his career and still playing like his 2016, 2015, just still giving you buckets after buckets, and you can't let that man get hot, and he's still dangerous. So I'm not the biggest Steph Curry fan. Like, I'm not like, Steph, but I do respect his game, and I do love to watch the hot streak still going this far into his career. Now, as far as the team together, the Warriors were a snake-bit franchise because seeing Porzingis, seeing Old Man Horford, seeing all these guys coming together and really turning it up, if Jimmy Butler was there, it would have been a different scenario.
Oh,
And I don't
definitely.
think, like when healthy, that's a dangerous team. Very, very dangerous. So I do want them to get healthy. I do think they could shake things up in the West. Would they beat OKC if they were healthy? I don't think so. But like you said with the Hornets, they would give them some pressure, I feel like.
And with the names that you called out, the clock is ticking. Father Time is not everyone. I'm not calling them old, but they've all had their time.
Old Man Horford, Horford out there. He's still hitting them shots, but it's only but so much he's going to give you in this league. You know what I mean? Porzingis, he can't stay healthy. Like, this is probably the first game he played in, like, forever. And
like
I've always
3
been
years.
Yeah, I've been a fan of bro. I've always been a fan of bro, but he just could never stay healthy. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. I ain't tripping. But Steph lit him up last night. I want to see the next game. I know he's going to get it in. He can make it interesting against OKC. Like, it may not be a sweep, maybe a gentleman's sweep, but Steph going to get him
Possibly.
buckets regardless.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Regardless.
And listen, just anything can happen.
Hey.
Anything can happen. I'm just saying. Anything.
So-
Vegas, if you hand me anything,
Shift the odds. But we got to get into the whole playoff discussion. We got to talk about what's going on in this NBA playoff. So we're going to pull up our brackets, and we got to start with, probably the most interesting matchup of them all, the Knicks versus the Hawks. The 3-seed Knicks and the 6-seed Hawks. Yes, I'm going there. Let's talk about that series. How you feel is going to play out? How you feeling about our New York Knicks? Let's keep it real.
I feel good about them. I know the Hawks gave us some issues. They were a little tough team to beat in the and again, young squad. They They know what they got to do. But I think the Knicks has the tools to make it out of that first round and really, really stamp their name. What I would like to see them do is dominate.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see them dominate that first round just to shut all the haters up.
Yeah, facts.
All the people that are doubting them. Again, at the beginning of the season, finals and buzz, Knicks all the way, Knicks do what they got to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I listen. It's not like the Knicks haven't given them reason to have these conversations, but
Facts.
now you got Perkins on TV talking about ain't nobody afraid of the Knicks. They don't scare them, not even on Halloween. Again, now is your time to really shut them up and really again show them why you were put together, show them why you were built, show them why you were the team that was put together to dismantle the Celtics.
And did.
In which they did. The team was dismantled after that. So show them why. This is the series to show them, hey, we're here.
We legit.
We're here.
I agree with you. I think this will be our series. I'm not nervous. I mean, granted, we beat them one time with Trae Young, like bullied them up with Trae Young. Then we kind of sent Trae Young packing down to DC.
DC, yeah.
Knicks did that. Then now they retooled, got these young dogs in them, and they got one up on us. And then we got the last one barely got that one. But I'll tell you this. I've seen this two-man game being unveiled over the last few games. They've been running that two-man thing, and I'm kind of eating my humble pie about Mike Brown because I think it's always been in his back pocket, and he always was going to run it at a certain point, and now he let it out, let them get some reps in. We're going to see how it goes, but I'm pretty 100% certain that Cat is going to be exploding. Nobody on that team could guard Cat. It's a mismatch every game. All we got to do is just dominate. Let them two guys cook. Brunson can have 30. Cat can have 20-something. And we good. I'm not tripping.
I say it like I always say before. I don't want to call and or see anything until I watch the first game.
Okay. Yeah.
Until I watch game one. The only thing that sucks, and you know this for a fact, the game is Saturday at 6 o'clock. Around the same damn time.
Bro.
I gotta have two screens up. I got two screens. I gotta set up the studio and put up two screens because
I'm tuned into both. I'm locked into both. I'm not tripping. Gonna have the iPad on one side or the laptop on one side.
Exactly.
Have the TV on one side, and hey, I'm just hoping Knicks blow them out easy. We don't gotta watch the whole game. We do what we gotta do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
JB, you making an early night, bro, because you got to see JB into that too.
He into that too, so he gotta So he gotta go in the back. He gotta go in the back as soon as the game is over and watch the end. Yeah.
Watch the end. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go out there on a long shot. You know me, Mr. Bold prediction guy. I'm gonna say Knicks in 5. I'm gonna stand by it. Knicks in 5. I think we could beat this team. You're gonna see the wings step up. OG gonna step up. They're gonna clamp up. Them young dudes. I'm not gonna lie. Them young dudes. They're scrappy. They're scrappy dogs, but this is where playoff basketball to me is different. It's a different animal, and we're seeing that. We're seeing defense prevails. In that Charlotte game, we saw a lot of offense, but you still got to get those stops. And the Knicks are going to make those stops, and we're going to hang our head on those stops. Knicks in 5. I'll put it on wax.
More so than the players, the playoff time, it shows the aptitude of the coach and how they can adjust. And Mike Brown will be tested.
Yeah.
Every move he makes will be spoken about, will be it's going to be constructive criticism each way. If he's doing great, making the proper rotations, making the proper plays, great. If he's bringing the same thing 3 games out, 3 games down, and you're not making any changes, that will be spoken about, and he will be heavily criticized. So just as much as with the players, the coaches as well. Listen, the spotlight is on you. Make it happen.
This is your time. The bright lights is on, and this is why we brought you here. It's not going to be the beam. This isn't the beam. It's not going to be that serious.
And you guys are under the brightest lights on Broadway, baby. So you got to bring the heat.
Make it happen, New York. Make me proud. Make me proud. Let's go. We could kind of gloss over we talked kind of about the Magic. Not Magic, the Hornets and the Pistons because I'm calling it. That's what it's going to be. I don't think the Magic is beating the Hornets. I'm calling that. And then, like I said, they playing to lose. I feel like if the Hornets do get in, it'll be a competitive series. But I'm going to say Pistons in 5 as well with that one.
That's pretty fair. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb and say Pistons in 6.
Okay.
I think Charlotte could squeeze 2 out of it.
I think Charlotte, because the thing that I like about Charlotte, and I know we're talking about them like they're going in, but by the time this airs, it's probably going to be Charlotte in there anyway. So
that's true.
I'm not tripping. But somebody on Charlotte that I've always been a fan of, and I wish the Knicks had a chance to get this guy coming off the bench, is Kobe White. That dude is a firecracker, and he's been a Knick killer before.
What I mean? He has been the reason why we lost a few Bulls games. Absolutely.
And he's went off. He has it in him, and I feel like he saved that team. Like, he may not be starter level. He hasn't really proved that he could do it on a consistent basis, but when them lights is shining, that boy gonna play. I don't see anybody stopping Cade and the Pistons right now, at least with the Hornets or the Magic. So I'm going to give him that, and you said in 6, I'm going to say in 5. We're going to put a bow on that, and we're going to move on to the other series, a kind of big series in the East. Celtics and 76ers. How you feeling about that series right now? How you feeling about the matchup?
If it was like 2-3 years ago, they'd be like, oh man, this is going to 7. This is great. This is what it is. Granted the fact, poor George did show some flashes in the last game. Like, ooh, he felt you saw that bounce when he, you see that little swag when he feel good about himself. That's great. That's cool and all. But Boston, that two-headed dragon they got over there. They are tough to stop. And with that series, honestly speaking, I could see Celtics in 5.
Okay.
And that's being generous, to be honest with you. That's being generous.
Okay. It's tough because as I was watching the game the other night with the 76ers, I was saying to myself, I'm a Tyrese Maxey fan. He's another one I wish we would have swapped and not got Emmanuel quickly, and we would have had Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is a dog. You have VJ Edgecombe, dog. You have playoff P trying to get into gear, looking like not looking like his younger self with the explosion, but he's a smooth basketball player. I give it to Paul George. He's a smooth basketball player. But the X factor, and it's not because he's good, is Joel Embiid. And I'm going to tell you why. If Joel Embiid is in that series, he's flopping around the court, he's getting 30 points on like 20 free throw shots, that's his game, and they would stand a better chance. But because he's not there to get them calls and have the refs blow the whistle his way, I think the Celtics is going to dominate the series. I don't think it's going to sweep, but I would even give him 2 games just because of Tyrese Maxey. So I'm going to say Celtics in 6. Because we need somebody to push him. We need somebody to push him. We need somebody to beat them up a little bit. And I feel like they got the dog. Like with Kelly Oubre, you put Kelly Oubre on Jason Tatum, and Jason Tatum's going to cook him. But at least he'll probably make him work a little bit, hopefully. That's all I can really hope for as a Knicks fan. So I'm going to say Celtics in 6 because I can't stand either team. So
No, I feel you. I feel you. But I don't know. Boston is clicking at the right damn time. It sucks. It sucks for everyone else in the East. I'm sorry. For everyone else in the East that they're clicking at the right time. Yeah. All right? And that's including Detroit. So
yeah. We got to see how it goes, because if they win, then we have them next. But I feel like, as I tell everybody when they ask me, I ain't scared of Boston. And I'm going to say it again. I ain't scared of Boston. Let's pack it up in the East. We got the Raptors and the Cavs. Is James Harden going to make it out of the first round?
He better. Nah, it's crazy. It's crazy to even think that if the Cavs don't make it out of this first round, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Raptors, great. Cool team. They made it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hats off to them.
All right, that's an achievement. But Cavaliers have a lot of firepower. They just, again, come on. Come on. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, Toronto fans, but come on.
Shout out to our peoples in Canada.
Shout out to our people in Canada. I'm sorry. Tiffany, I love you.
It is what. No, I'm going to give the Raptors at least a little bit of hope here because they're a scrappy team. They played their way into this spot, and I still can't trust Donovan Mitchell and James Harden in this situation.
At all.
I believe it's one basketball, like we always say. It's one basketball, two of those guys, and I feel like you could shut that down. I don't like the way how I feel like they tanked to get into this spot because they was all trying to run from the smoke. And they wanted the Raptors, but I'm not going to sleep on the Raptors. I think they could get a few games, and I don't know who would win the series. Right now, I'm going to give the edge to the Cavs, but it's going 7.
That's the series that's going 7.
That's the series that's going 7. That's going to go 7. I feel like Scotty Barnes and them boys is going to step up and pull out some magic, and we're going to see how they got Ingram. Like, we're going to see.
It's strictly because neither team is good enough to dominate. That's why. It is what it is.
It's going to be one of those, like, bouncy. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's going to be one of those back and forth affairs, and I can see that one going 7.
Yep.
All right. We're going to head out west. We kind of talked about the Thunder and the Warriors or the Suns, whoever wins that game, so we're not going to really worry about that. Let's start with everybody's favorite. Shout out to my peoples in LA. The Lakers versus the Rockets. Let's elephant out the hat. Are we calling it a sweep or Bron going to put up a fight?
Bron going to put up a fight.
Bron going to put up a fight. All right.
Bron going to put up a fight. LeBron James does not get put into the GOAT conversations, and we can't expect him to not put up a fight. He's going to put up a fight.
All
right? Even if it's a fight for 4 nights and they get swept each night. No. The Lakers are going to put up a fight. We might see another level of LeBron James. Who knows?
Man.
Who knows? That'll be crazy.
I feel like it's gonna be a repeat of last year with the Timberwolves when they was just out there kind of looking lost, trying. He don't got the backup. I feel like it goes down, probably gets swept, And I keep telling people, you got this young guy in one of the Thompson twins. He is gonna put the clamps on LeBron. He's gonna come for this man. Because if I'm that coach, I am putting Thompson on LeBron James, and I'm letting that man just harass him every game. Let him be in his chest. But I don't even think the Lakers get a game. I'm calling a sweep.
Sweep?
KD, put him down. Put him to bed. That's it. This is going to be that Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, old yeller. It's time to go, Bron. It's time to go. Put him down.
I'll give him one. I'll give him one.
Okay.
And like I said, I think LeBron might play himself into injury because he's going to try to go so hard. That's what I feel.
At least he go down fighting. At least he represent for the old heads. I like that. We could touch up on the Spurs and the Trailblazers real quick because I don't really see that
next series.
Even though this Avia guy, this guy is he's showing some flashes of brilliance. He's got some game. I think the Trailblazers need to just put that system together and build around that guy, but Wemby's taking it, no question about it.
No question about it. I'm sorry. That's a sweep. That's the first sweep I'm calling. Yeah, that's a sweep.
Damn, first sweep. I bet. Say that. Let's talk about probably the series of the Western Conference first round right now. Nuggets and the Timberwolves. What we saying about that?
That could be a very good one. That could easily go 6-7. Easy.
Okay. Easy goes 6-7.
Yeah. Oh gosh. How many times have they hear that for the next few weeks?
It's gonna be crazy. I personally think that one is probably Nuggets is always my squad. I'm always backing the Nuggets. I think Jokic is gonna put on something amazing and pull some things out of the hat, and I'm anti Julius Randle, so I'm not even bugging on that one.
I do respect that, but the Timberwolves have firepower. They do have firepower. And again, Julius Randle, eventually he has now. I mean, it took a while, but he fits into that system, and they play well together. They play
They
well.
do. I just don't think they have enough. Like, I feel like it's been in some games where, I mean, granted, it's regular season, but I've seen them in some games where I know for a fact Julius Randle is gonna Julius Randle, and when it comes down the stretch, he probably give you 20 in the first half and then 4 points in the second half. So I know he's gonna show up and do that. And the Nuggets, I feel like Jokic has a little bit of chip on his shoulder. He has a lot to prove. That 2-man game they run down there between him and Murray is gonna be that, and they're gonna do what they got to do. I can't say it enough. I mean, I might miss a lot of these games because these games is gonna be late.
Yeah, that's true.
I know the Nuggets will hold it down and do what they got to do. Confident. So I'm going to say Nuggets. Yeah, we're going to go 7. We're going to go 7 games. It's going to be a dog
Nuggets
fight.
in 7?
Nuggets in 7.
I'm gonna say Timberwolves in 7, my brother. I don't
Hey, we're going to keep an eye on that one. I'm telling you, man. But it's stacking up to be a good playoffs. But we got to talk about some off-season news. It's not off-season yet, but the awards, they've recently announced that some players have been eligible for the awards and the new rules. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Good for them. Good for Luka. Good for Cade. Again, especially with Cade Cunningham, it sucks because at the very end of the season, he goes down with a freak condition, a freak injury with the collapsed lung, and he should not be penalized for that. He shouldn't be penalized for that. So I'm glad that I understand why the 65 game rule is in. I get it. I get that. But with any and everything in life, there should be caveats. There really should be caveats, especially when situations come at the very end of the season.
Yeah. And
they shouldn't be penalized for that.
To be fair, he even came back and made a return. So it's like him coming back in the season now is even more reason why this man should be at least eligible for the awards.
Or considered
put up a great season. You know, Luka, same thing. Dogging all year. All year he been dogging. Let him in there. Let him do what he got to do, you know. But it's unfortunate they went down when they did, but you got to tip your hat to the season that they had, you know?
Of course. Certain things should come into play, such as, especially if they're in the MVP running, then yes, the caveats needs to be in place for the 65 game rule, and where how many games did they really miss, the impact they had on their team, when not specifically when the injury happened, but again, if it's off by 5 games at least. Come on now, what are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Fact. I mean,
you know,
they got to get it together. I mean, I know, like you said, we know why the rules is in place for the incentive and a lot of money on the line. These guys can make all NBA, and I think it's a decent rule, but it needs some restructuring. I'm glad they had this caveat in it, and I'm glad these guys are eligible because they all should get paid. They all should at least make first NBA. I know it's a one person. I'm gonna ask you this: based on the season's over, who we feel like is our MVP this year?
You know, it's crazy. I've been wanting to speak about this because it might come as a shock, but then it might not come as a shock.
Okay.
Because of how my mind works, and I'm gonna just throw this out there. Most valuable player is the player that is the one player that I feel held their team together the most, overexceeded for their team to get them in a great position for the playoffs and possibly towards a championship. And for me, and New York fans, please don't come after me when I say this, but Jaylen Brown has to be considered MVP because this was a throwaway year. They were not even supposed to be in the conversation. Look at Indiana. Yeah. Indiana, their best player went out completely.
They did what they were supposed to do.
They did what they're supposed to do. It was a skip year. It was a leap year. Jaylen Brown single-handedly, before Jason came back, kept this team in the running, and they are number 2. I'm sorry. When it comes to most valuable player for his team, Jaylen Brown for me.
Okay.
I know. Take it in.
No. I know. You know what it is? you make a lot of sense. I don't agree with you, but I give you props. You make a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense. They weren't supposed to be where they at. They're not supposed to be in number 2. And he held that team down, and he got them to second place. And the reason why I like the argument that you made is because everybody going to say runaway is SGA. They're going to say, oh, SGA doesn't play in the fourth quarter, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, I do feel like Jaylen Brown, even though it's Jaylen Brown and like the backup role players, and he held them down, and I give him props. Like, I don't believe number 2 should be rewarded with the MVP. Like, if you're on the number 1 team, best record, that's categorized for MVP.
Absolutely.
But
I get that.
The logic, as we saying, if you make an argument for it, I don't know if I give a vote to Jaylen Brown, but
I know you wouldn't.
Unbiasedly, he's up there. He should finish at least, if not number 1, number 2, at least in the running. At least, I give him that. But on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna get ready to see the playoffs this weekend. You think Knicks is taking game 1?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, they better take game 1. I need to watch that game and eye on one TV, eye on the other. They better don't have me sweating on Saturday. Forget that.
Nah, we getting ready for WrestleMania. We getting ready for these Knicks, and that's gonna do it for Shootaround Sessions podcast with me, your host Tawasi C, and my man
Randy B. You know how we do it.
You know how we do it, man. Stay with us, like, subscribe, keep sharing, keep hitting us up on TikTok, keep hitting us up on Instagram. Follow us, join the ride, and we catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.